Hey guys, my name is Rikia. I'm residing in Turkey and trying to share my information and my life in Turkey. So in this video, I'm going to share with you guys a working visa for those of you who are really very curious about a residence or a working visa in Turkey. Okay, so watch to the end. I'm going to share with you guys some of the websites that you have to be knowing in order to get an employer from your country, based in your country, okay, so that they can sponsor your working visa. Okay, so in this video I'm going to share with you guys what steps, okay, what particular steps are needed for you to get a working visa, because now in Turkey residence permits are really highly denied to foreigners, and touristic visa holders are really not getting a residence permit in Turkey. So the only safe option you have to be knowing is that you have to come with a working visa, or you need to come here on a residence permit, find a job immediately, and apply a working visa or a working residence permit, a working permit. Okay, so in this video, let me first tell you that it's your employer that has to apply for a working permit. Okay, so if, let me say, you're in your country, or you're in Nigeria, Uganda, Kenya, so you have to first get an employer who is going to support your working permit visa. Okay, so after you get the employer will need to have a lot of documents. Okay, so most of the documents will need to be provided by your employer. Okay, so he or she needs to go to the Turkish Ministry of Labor to prove his or her documents, okay, for you to come here. And after he or she gets all, after your employer gets all the documents, the necessary documents, his bank statements, his profession and everything, after they are approved by the Turkish Ministry of Labor, he or she will need to, your employer will need to send you or email you these particular documents. Okay, so after, you will need to sign the contract for the work permit. There will be, a place where you have to sign on those documents. And then after you collect all those documents the way your employer has sent them to you, you need to, for example, let me say for Ugandans, I'm a Ugandan, and you need to have, of course, a certificate of good conduct. That's a police certificate to show that you don't have any criminal record in Uganda. And you have to have a bank statement just to prove, you can sustain yourself. And there has to be, some money, not so much, of course, but there has to be some money. Okay, and for those of you who have, based on your country, what they need, and of course you have to pay for the visa fee at the embassy. So after you collect all those documents and the documents that your employer emailed you, don't forget these are really very important, because it's the invitation for your working visa. So you have to have all these documents together. Okay, put them in one place or an envelope and take them to the embassy, to the Turkish consulate in your country. So after these documents have been provided to the Turkish consulate, you will be asked a few questions here and there, but all the questions that you're going to be asked are in those documents. So you need to read through all the documents before you go to the Turkish consulate. Okay, for example, the period of the contract between you and your boss, what exactly. So you need to be knowing each and every information that is written, or the contract information in their documents. Don't forget that, because you're going to be asked the same questions. Okay, so after that, in Uganda, I know that the visa fee for Turkey is about 200 something dollars. So you need to have the money. Okay, and after the process and the documents have been, approved, of course, they are going to send you an email or a message that you should come for your passport, and then your visa will be approved and you will be having your visa in your passport. And yeah, so after you come here in Turkey, then you will need to have your working permit. Okay, so don't forget, when you come in Turkey with a working visa or you have a working permit in Turkey, don't forget to have the e-devlet. E-devlet is a government system technology that helps or eases things for both the Turkish, laws or law departments, and for you as a foreigner. You just need to control your papers and control your permits. You will have to see everything just as the government of Turkey knows about you. It's the same information that's going to appear on the e-devlet. So the e-devlet is really, really very important. You have to have this website. You have to go to PTT. It's the only place that issues the e-devlet. Okay, so yeah, after you get the e-devlet, you're on a safe side, because then you will be controlling your working permit card. You will be seeing on when and the processes of how your employer pays your insurance, because if your employer doesn't pay for your insurance, you're in trouble. Your working permit will be cancelled. Okay, so I had a scenario that some employers cancel the working permit behind your back or without you knowing. So you need to look up to that. You need to just be careful for your safety in here, because if you're living here illegally, it's really very risky, and it's not a good option to live here illegally, because you will not be free. The police will be hunting you all the time and you will be scared to move around just freely. So I would advise you to get the e-devlet, please, and make sure that after you will have to control your e-devlet every week, just in case, for your safety. And make sure you're in good terms with your boss, and don't just try to cancel your working permit before it ends, because that's really risky too. So I will be making another full video about that. And make sure to subscribe. Don't miss all this important information that I upload, the immigration rules and regulations in Turkey. So just keep updated. Just try to subscribe to my channel. Don't miss out on any other information I'm trying to upload, and turn on your post notifications so you can be notified whenever I post a new video. Okay, and yeah, in my next video I'm going to be sharing with you guys some of the legit websites that you can have in Turkey for work. Okay, so these websites, they have jobs, and wherever you are in any other country, you can apply on these websites and you can find a job, so that your employer can send you a visa, a working visa. So stay tuned to that. I'll be uploading a video very soon after this, and bye. Thanks you for watching.